Hey sis, welcome to Bring It to Your Sister.
We're Lexi and Chastity, just two certified yappers that God knew would be unstoppable as sisters.
So he made us best friends instead.
Join us in this space to laugh, cry, vent, praise, and feel seen while we figure out motherhood, marriage, and womanhood by chasing grace and grit through homemaking, homesteading, faith, and everything in between.
Now pull up a seat and grab your favorite treat me drink because there's always room for one more sister. Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Bring It to Your Sister.
Tonight we're talking about traditional wives. Here's what I'm thinking, okay?
Mhm.
I'm thinking we make a little series out of this and tonight go over a brief overview. I did some Google screenshots of characteristics of a traditional wife and the characteristics of a biblical wife and go over the basics of those roles tonight. Then make another episode and dive more into how we practice it and go from there.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay. So, drink check.
I'm about to have my husband make me a water.
Okay. That's so funny. I was just editing this week's episode and you were talking about him making you a water.
That's so funny.
Did he get the text and wake you up or tell you?
Oh, you did text him?
Yeah.
I was wondering because he just randomly was like, "What time's your podcast?" And I was like, "What day is it?"
Oh my gosh.
I said, "It is Tuesday." I said, "What time is it?" He said, 8:15. I said, "Oh, 15 minutes ago."
Well, I texted you and then I seen that picture of you asleep that you had sent me and I was like, man, I bet she done fell asleep on me and she is late for our date.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'll give her a couple minutes. So I pittered around for a minute and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna call her. Called you a few times, but you in your do not disturb mode. So I was like, well, this is getting nowhere. I said, I'm gonna text her husband. I said,
oopsie.
maybe they'll be home. But it was funny because it was like I sent the text and then you texted me right back. So I was like, dang, either he was super fast about that or they just coinkadinkily seen their phones at the same time.
No, my phone actually died earlier. I was
Oh
cleaning the
my
kitchen.
gosh.
I know. I was cleaning the kitchen and watching a movie on YouTube, and I was actually finishing that movie just now while I was folding clothes when he asked me. Actually, I
Wow.
just got done folding clothes and I had like sat back and I was like, "Ah, what a nice night." Like I cleaned my kitchen and my laundry's folded. It's not put away, but it's folded and I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of this movie. I mean, like I don't have 18,000 other
You
things to do, but I was like, let me just take a breather.
you just completely abandoned ship tonight.
I did. Oops, I did.
You forgot us. Okay. Well, we watched Lilo and Stitch earlier, so
Nice.
nobody left behind or forgotten. Is that
Like
it?
OG or
No, we watched the new one
the
finally
new
because
one?
I've been wanting to watch it, but I want us to all watch it together. I wanted to do a theme dinner and
Yes,
movie,
those are so
but
fun.
the kids are sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you
Mm.
mean?
I mean, we went all three went to the doctor today.
Oh no.
I've had that cough and they
Yeah,
were snotty, but like I'm not taking my kids to the
no.
doctor for being snotty and coughing. But
Mhm.
last night, Augie woke up at midnight and was like almost wheezing. He wasn't really coughing, but he just sounded super, and it wasn't wet, like it was like that, like I don't know, like wheezing, like gasping almost.
Yeah, I feel that with
And
Augie.
yeah, I was like, that freaked me out. I didn't
Yeah.
love that. I cannot give him medicine. I told Coda I will not be doing that anymore, and that is his job from now on because I can't. I can't. I
Like,
we fought today. It was
yeah,
awful.
yeah.
We fought at midnight last night, and I almost gave him a breathing treatment, but they make him not sleep, and it was already midnight, and
Mhm.
mm-mm. Annie woke up every 2 hours. I don't know if she's like trying to get sick, and that's because she would wake up and eat a little bit and then go back to sleep. And then 2 hours later, she'd wake up, eat a little bit, and go back to sleep. But she wasn't like taking a full bottle. And she usually sleeps through the night. So I don't know if maybe she's getting a little sick and that was her body's way of trying to fight it off. It's just eating, because I know they'll
Mhm.
do that. But she's also 4 months old. So maybe she's having a regression or teething. I don't know. And my house was shown today.
Oh, nice.
There was a
Yeah,
lot that happened since you left me one day ago.
I know.
Sisters, we actually got together over the weekend.
Do we have
Um,
proof of it though? I think we have a couple of pictures, just not of us.
I was about to say, did we get pictures together? I know our kids got pictures together.
We did
I don't.
not.
Wow.
Pause. Hey, are you making my water? Can you do it my Stanley cup? My green one? Mm-hmm. Can I get some Crystal Light in there, please?
I'm not cutting this out. Why did I fully expect for you to fuss at James to go back to bed though?
Oh, yeah, probably, well, 'cause he
Oh
is
my
struggling back
gosh.
there. I
Well,
don't know
mine
why.
mine had Bromfed. We got Augie to take it by the barrel juices. We just poured them out and put some in it, and he drank it up.
Yeah, getting toddlers to take medicine is like, ooh,
Jensen never had a problem because she was a daycare baby, so she started getting sick at like 4 months old and stayed sick
yeah.
pretty much all the time. She was so used to taking medicine, you know. But
Mhm.
Augie, he's always been home with me, and he's really not been sick that much. So, I mean, full blown fights, and he just spits it out. Like I can't get him to take it.
Yeah.
I did try the juice at nap time today. I just
Mhm.
mixed a little and put it in a cup, and he was like, "Absolutely not. You're kidding." He just kept saying, "No, no,
He's
no."
like, I'm not
But
doing
we
that.
were like, I cried. Like it was a full blown battle, and he didn't take any medicine. They did start running fevers tonight before bed, and we had to give him Tylenol. And I was like, maybe if we leave the barrel juice in the barrel, then he'll drink it.
Yeah.
And it worked, but he was suspicious. He knew. I think he knew. And Jensen was telling him. I was like, if you don't hush.
What a snitch.
Yeah, Coda was like, come here, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna tell you a secret, all right? And like, just trying to make, cause we were giving him a lot of attention, so we're trying to make her feel special too, you know? So he was like, I'm gonna tell you a secret, and told her. And as I'm trying to get him to take the little last sip of his juice, she goes, Augie, there's medicine in it. I said, oh, you know, you did not.
The way I would have said a bad
Oh,
word.
I mean, I guess good for her looking out for her brother, but daggone.
Yeah, but come on now.
Okay, well, that was a whole lot about me and what I had going on.
Well, it sounds like you've had a lot going on.
I know my house is also clean again.
Nice.
I'm not complaining, but whew,
Yeah.
my goodness, it's been a lot the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Do you have any news from any of the showings?
I don't think the guy that looked at it today was interested, which that's fine.
Okay.
But there's somebody coming tomorrow at 11. Somebody that's gonna love it and take care of it, not just flip it or something like that.
Yeah.
Then, not even 30 minutes later, my realtor texted me and she asked if she could show the house
Mhm.
tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay, how interesting.
Yes.
So,
We will
I
pray
mean,
for that.
even if it's not, that's just, I just thought that was interesting. But,
Yeah.
so what have you had going on
Mm. Well, I didn't know what today was, number one.
besides ignoring me?
Not ignored. But to any other friends listening to this, please know I ignore everybody.
Right?
Just you. You're not
Literally.
special. No.
Right?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
no. We just had work yesterday. James had his first football game. That's why we were out.
Oh,
Yeah, he had his first flag football game and pictures. We had an afternoon yesterday is the best way I know how to put it. But I thought football pictures were at 5:30. So during our afternoon, I was like, whatever, I have time. He's pitching a fit. He's made me mad. He's about to do chores until, like, I literally, so I was like, you're not sitting down until we leave for football practice. We get in the car at 5:05, and I was like, oh, we're doing great. Football practice is like 15 minutes down the road, so we'll be there plenty of time for pictures until I look back at the text message and pictures started at 5 and we're 15 minutes away.
oh
Isn't it
my
crazy how
gosh.
fast that flips? You're like, "Oh, we got 15 minutes. We're good." And then it's like,
Yes.
we're 15 minutes away."
I
And time to
swear.
start.
Yeah, I feel like I do that about every time I leave the house. I swear I start 2 hours before we have to leave the house. I start like
Mhm.
getting ready and starting, and I'm like, oh, I've got 30
Yeah.
minutes or 45 minutes. I'm
Mhm.
making great time. Like all I got to do is throw some clothes on and get
Yeah.
everybody in the car,
Mhm.
and then it's like one thing after another that lasts 45 minutes, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm 15 minutes late, and
Yep.
I'm just that I'm just gonna be late.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be it.
I feel like anybody with multiple kids is probably just gonna be late.
Shoot, even just one.
I mean, yeah.
I wasn't quite as late, but
I found myself being more on time to things after James was born, though.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Brandy
I
actually mentioned it at one point, I believe, or I mentioned it to her. But everybody used to joke about how late I was, and my mom's really bad about being late too. But when James came, I feel like I started being a little early to things. I
I
don't
feel
know if
like
it was giving myself more time because I knew I had the extra stuff to do,
mm,
or what. But
I'm just really bad about thinking I have more time than what I do.
oh yeah, like time blindness. Yeah, I looked
Mhm.
at the clock this morning. I was like, oh, 6:20, and I'm already making lunches, and my hair's already done. We're doing good. And then yeah, we still left at 7:20 and have to be at
What time?
work by 7:30. So
Oh, yeah.
I
Ooh.
mean, but we live 8 minutes away, so we did pull in at 7:27. So
So you got there like just in time.
yeah, but technically I don't have to be there till 7:45. But they start letting kids in at 7:30, and I'm like, I don't want kindergartners being in the classroom by themselves.
Yeah, no.
That's not a recipe for anything good.
Joshua, Grandpa just texted me back, and he said he reminded you actually before I texted him. I said, "Oh,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you.
he said he was like, what time's your podcast? And he was
Way
like,
to
it's
look
on the
out for
calendar.
us."
I was like,
Oh, it's
oops.
on the calendar.
hmm Yeah,
How
because
cute.
clearly I don't know what freaking day it is.
Okay, do you have a calendar app or a physical calendar? And if it's a mobile one, do you share it? Like, do y'all have a shared one?
Yeah, so we use an app called Family Wall, and
Say more.
excuse me,
Tell me
sorry.
more.
I don't know exactly how it works. I feel like we both have separate email. They're linked somehow. So we can both add things on the calendar. I can see his work schedule, doctor's appointment schedules, and he can see my schedule. We have things for James on there, or like if we plan something like a family day, I'll put it on there so he knows not to work, not to pick up extra shifts.
That's super
It's really
cool.
nice. You can even do
Why?
a budget,
Uh,
a meal plan, a grocery list. Like there's a little
oh my
document
goodness.
area where we have our insurance cards and stuff in that.
Oh
It's
my
pretty cool.
gosh.
Yeah,
Why have you never told me about this?
I I do not know.
You know what? The longer we go on in this episode, I'm getting mad at you.
That's fair. Let's just add it to the list. That's fair. All right. Lexi right next to James on that list of who is mad at me today. There's probably a couple of students on there as
Oh.
well.
Well, now what you go and do to your student?
And I ain't do nothing to them babies. Not a thing. They
They
just
were
think I'm
they were
unfair.
mean to you, weren't they?
Yeah, they traumatizing
Oh.
me. I won't let them run around the
Oh my
room and scream
goodness.
at the top of their lungs,
Oh my gosh,
run
terrible.
up and
Throw
down
her
the
in jail.
hallway. I know.
All right, give me something you're thankful for.
My husband.
I'm thankful for your husband tonight too. Way to look out for the sisters. Thank you.
Definitely, yes, definitely my husband.
And do you have a struggle other than being late and keeping important information from me? Important, helpful information?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually mad at you. Don't text me later and ask me.
I know. So about what you said earlier. Were you being for real or should I be worried?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pee my
I'm just gonna hit you at midnight with it.
pants.
So, like, are you really mad at me or
And I'll be up.
Yes. And I won't be. If you get a text message from
Um,
me at midnight, something's wrong.
I did go to bed at 10:30 on Sunday since I didn't sleep Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. I bet.
I was
Talking
surprised I
about,
lasted
I
that
feel
long.
refreshed like a brand new woman on an hour and a half of sleep.
Oh my
Get
gosh.
all the way out of here. But I
Oh.
think that shows how spoiled I am at this point in life that like I do have to wake up early every single morning, but I also have the luxury of getting a full night's sleep because I don't have a baby.
what is your average sleep time, do you think?
Um, Average is probably, I would say, a good 7 solid, if not more. You think I go to bed? Usually, I'm for sure asleep probably by 10 or 10:30. Usually, there are some nights that I'm just like can't go to sleep and I won't go to sleep until 11:30, but I get up at between 5 and 6.
That's on a good night for me, I would say, because most of the time I try to get in bed by 11:30, and then I might wake up between 5:30 to 7. It just depends. That's a good night for me. Um, Usually Annie will wake up like around 5, but sometimes I
Mhm.
go back to sleep and sometimes I wake up. But on just like a I gotta get stuff done night, I usually go to bed at around 2,
You're
and
insane.
then the kids will wake up anywhere from 5 to 7. So
If I don't have things done by 9 p.m., it's just not getting done.
I can't go to sleep. Like, I don't want to have to wake up and do it with the kids awake and that be the start to our morning because that's going to set me up for failure.
I mean, yeah,
I can
fair.
survive off a little
But you
sleep.
can't get it done between 7 and 9?
No,
No.
no. Anyway,
Any whoozy.
where were we at?
Truthfully, I don't know.
Did you say your struggle? I know I gave you a struggle.
Um, that's right. You gave me a struggle. I didn't say one. I guess I don't have a true struggle. I'm just tired, boss. I'm just
Well,
tired.
well, that's good. I mean, we'll take that. We'll take that.
School is. I made a 77 on my math homework, and I'm really frustrated because what she took off points for is something that I've been doing the whole time, and she's never taken off points for it. So now I'm
Did
gonna
you?
have to email her and be like, "Can you clarify? Because you've been saying write a string of equations, and this is what I've been doing, and you haven't taken off points off it for it before, and now you are, and like
Yeah,
not just a few points, like that's what is that, 23 points?
yeah. I
That's a
would
lot.
definitely email her. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, C's get degrees if it is what it is,
That's not gonna work for me.
mm-mm.
That's not gonna work for me. I want a 4.0, and if I don't get a 4.0, I'm going to knock shit over.
Okay. I'm very proud of you.
Mind you, this is only the second semester, but still.
You're killing it. You're doing a great job. It's gonna be good. My struggle is that Annie is just growing up way too
Yeah,
fast. I
yeah.
feel
I
like
saw her this
she's
weekend and I was like, wait a
oh
second.
my, oh my. I
Mhm.
know I need to be feeding her purees. Like the other two, I had already started on purees at this point,
Mhm.
and I just ain't ready.
Just too baby led.
I did, I did give her some the other night, but she's just, I'm like, how are you already 4 months old? How are you already supposed to be eating food? That's crazy. And
Yeah.
guess how much she weighed at the doctor today? She's solid.
Ugh. I'm really bad at guessing. I was gonna try to guess, but I'm like really, really bad at it.
She was at 15 pounds.
Okay. I was gonna say
What the
20.
world? He was like 32.
Oh my goodness.
And
He's a solid linebacker though.
Jensen was, I think, 42. There's only a 10-pound difference between them, and they're just a 2.5 year age gap.
Nice.
And there's not much of a height difference either.
Augie's gonna be tall.
Yeah.
I already know
Yep.
it.
I told Jesse last night, me and her were talking, and I said he's going to have to be one of those big old men you see that are like, they're not scared of anything but their mama.
Mhm.
Cause if not,
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna have to be a little bit scared of me, and that's just gonna be it because
Yeah.
I'm short. They gonna outgrow me quick.
Yeah. No, I know. Trust. I know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm like a whole
Mm-mm.
foot shorter than you are.
You are not. That would make you 4'4".
Oh, okay. I was gonna say a
That
good
would
6
be
inches, but I guess 5, 4,
you're
4 or
5.
5, 4
Oh
inches,
my goodness.
4 inches. I'm
Okay,
gonna say even.
we're getting off topic,
Yeah,
but
oopsie.
whoops. Um, I'm just thankful for everything right now. To be honest,
Good.
everything's going good. I'm
I love that.
happy. I got my kids are sick, but overall they're healthy, and everybody's happy. I got some cuddles.
Sorry. Oh, now I got a song stuck in my head every time. every time. You get
Oh,
snuggles from whom?
from
The kids?
everybody, from the kids.
Yeah,
Me and Cutter did snuggle a bit last night.
nice.
So my oxytocin's just up. Everybody's being nice to me, except for the absolute war that my son put me through at nap time today. But other than that,
We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
I I had to apologize because he it just it just triggered me a little bit, you know.
Fair.
Yeah, but
I
he's
believe it.
fine. He wasn't mad at me. We hugged and cuddled and watched Lilo and Stitch. He's fine.
Yeah, kids show so much grace.
He didn't even want to hug his daddy, but he hugged me. So I was
Mm,
like, nice, because usually it's the opposite.
yeah.
He's a daddy's baby.
Mm,
But but yeah, so we ready to dive in?
absolutely.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me find my screenshot.
I
I
was gonna
didn't take
say,
any notes, and I
let me
usually have
look.
my journal, and I don't even have a journal.
Oh my
I had all that
gosh.
time to prepare, and I
You're all
didn't.
prepared. Me too, though.
Hmm. Wait a minute.
Oh
We
wait,
never
yeah,
said
we
what we
never.
were drinking on. I
Well,
brought it
I
up like
did.
3 times. Oh yeah, you had water. I never told y'all. I'm drinking a Diet Coke because you brought me a whole case, and I love you for that. I thought to myself, one day there's always gonna be a Dr. Pepper in my fridge for Chastity. Okay, so what do you just want me to go give y'all the Google definition of a traditional wife,
um,
or how you want to go about that?
yeah, well, because I think there's this trend on the trad wife
Mhm.
versus a biblical wife, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, give us a definition of what Google says a traditional wife is.
Okay. Y'all, I'm getting so blind. I really need to get glasses. It's the screens. It's the screens
It
that bother
is.
me. Like they're glary.
Yeah,
What is that?
astigmatism.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, buddy. Okay. Um, okay. A traditional wife is a woman who embraces traditional gender roles within her marriage, typically focusing on homemaking, cooking, cleaning, and caring for her family, while her husband serves as the primary breadwinner. The movement has gained popularity on social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube, where women share their experiences and advocate for a return to these domestic ideals, often challenging modern hustle culture by prioritizing their family and home. And then it lists off some characteristics. But
Yeah.
let's pause there for a moment.
hmm
And what are your thoughts on that?
I I very much define myself as a traditional wife, even though I work. I mean, we both contribute, but I do more of the homemaking and the cooking and the cleaning, and I very much believe in the traditional gender roles. I'm just so ready to be canceled for that.
Well, no, I mean, I'm on the same page. I mean, I'm not mad at you if you aren't on the same page, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not," because I very much am a traditional wife. Like that's just,
Yeah,
and I like being in my wifely role.
I do too.
I don't feel like I was always a traditional wife. I think,
Same.
yeah, okay. We can dive into that for a second, but I feel like probably us having kids. I feel like I've always let him, or not let him, but I feel like he's always been the final decision maker kind of thing. But there used to be a lot more resistance to it, and
hmm
there was a lot more arguing. And I feel like becoming a traditional wife or adopting the traditional wife values has allowed me to become way more feminine.
Yeah.
And I'm not so friggin' stressed out. Like,
Things are just
uh,
getting taken care of. You're doing what needs to be done. He's doing what needs to be done. And yeah.
yeah, we like to say that he said something. He was actually talking to Annie, and I overheard him. Like he was getting her dressed, and he was talking to her, and he, um, he said, I just don't really know how to get this thing on you. He said, there's really no easy way. And he was just talking to her, and he was like, Mama would say it's pretty simple, you know? And he said, he said, but I just think we all have our own things we're good at. And
Oh,
I was like, that describes it perfectly. But
wow.
I will say, I was listening to him. I was in the bathroom, but I was listening to him like say it because you can just hear it in my house. And
Yeah.
at the beginning, I was like, "What do you mean you don't know how to get it on her? It's a onesie." But then he kept on, and I was like, "Oh."
Oh, that is sweet,
Oh.
and it's
Yeah,
true.
so it is. Like I think our marriage is way more efficient, if
Mhm,
nothing else. And
mhm.
I think we've been able to become closer and more connected by really just I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know how to say it. Like embracing the roles we're really meant to play.
Mhm.
What about you?
I think that when I was younger, um, I mean, I got married really young. We both did. We've talked about that before. I think when I was younger, I pushed back a lot more, um, and just, I mean, I have control issues, so a lot of times I do want to make decisions, and I'll still ask him, and then he'll, give his answer, and I'm like, that's not good enough for me, or like when he does make a decision, I'm like, should you? So I still kind of push back a little bit, but it's definitely a lot different than when I was younger.
I feel like so I'm kind of the opposite. I don't have control issues. I don't want to make any decisions. I've never like I have always been like that. But I feel like I made it hard on myself in the beginning
Mm,
because I felt like I was supposed to I don't know, I feel like I was supposed to kind of give him a hard time or just do whatever I wanted kind of thing.
yeah.
It was more of like a I was just we just both did whatever the heck we wanted.
Same.
We
Yeah.
we didn't live as a as one. We lived as
Yeah.
two separate people that just kind of come together sometimes versus really being one and being a team. And I think that has helped our marriage tremendously.
Absolutely. Because that's what marriage is supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Did you hear
Well,
that?
my word, was that Olaf?
No, that was my dog
Um,
shaking her head.
I think I want to rename Sammy Butterball. That's what I've been calling him. My
Because
little
he
Butterball.
is. He looks like a
Hmm.
butterball turkey.
I love him.
Oh,
Don't tell him I said that.
I will.
I need to give him a bath so I can
He
pet him.
needs to know it. He needs to know that you
He
love him.
knows. He knows. We communicate. We just don't talk.
So, how would you describe your role as a traditional wife?
I guess I don't really understand that question. If I'm being honest.
Now that you say that, me neither. No
You
idea.
know? I mean,
Like
like what does
how
that even mean?
how would you describe it as different as like other people that you see? Are there people in your life that don't have those traditional roles that differ from yours?
Mm,
Do you know of any couples who, I don't know, like the dad stays home? I don't really know because I don't know a lot of people who don't have, which
yeah, that's what I was
I guess you don't know a whole lot about other people's marriage, but
right.
yeah.
No, I feel like most of my friends pretty much have the same desire to either be in a traditional relationship or that traditional marriage, the gender roles kind of thing. So, like my friends that aren't married, they kind of already have those adopted beliefs. I don't guess I really know anybody. I may know a couple people that it's like the wife is more the decision maker and is in control more.
Mhm.
And honestly, the biggest thing that I can tell a difference is that they're they're not as happy.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not being ugly. I don't mean that ugly,
Mhm.
but just genuinely I see more conflict and more just stress, more disconnection in the relationships
Mhm.
versus how our relationships play out, I guess.
Here's a question to counter that. Do you, and I don't even know if I'm going to ask it correctly, do you think that they look at a traditional marriage, like at our roles that we play, and think the same thing?
Um, Maybe. I think the biggest thing that I would say, I've not had very many things expressed to me about my marriage, but there have been times where I've picked up on like comments or just things that have given me the impression that they would not be happy if their husbands did whatever was going on in this certain scenario.
Mhm.
But it wasn't even anything bad, you know? It was just more of a, I don't know how to explain it. You tell me if there's been a time or somebody that has given you the impression that they would not agree with maybe something that's happened in your marriage.
Um, no. I don't think so. I can say that I have when I was younger, I did to someone else.
Oh
And
no.
now, yeah, and now I would find myself in the same situation.
Oh,
And yeah, yeah.
have
That
you
so
have
that's like
you
and I was
expressed that?
married. Well, no. No.
She says
No.
no, no.
Admit that I'm wrong.
Okay, I was just I mean, I
No,
was
no,
just
no, no. I
curious.
mean, we don't really talk that much anymore anyways, but it was just to another person that I was getting a certain part of my ear pierced, like this little a little cartilage piece. I forget what this piece is called. I still have it. But
Oh.
anyways, I was getting that done and they asked their husband if they could and the husband said no. And she listened and I was 21 and I was like,
Mhm.
could never be me. Um
I would honestly, I would probably feel the same way looking back now, but Coda's never been weird, like not weird, but he's never cared about stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, Josh hasn't either. He's only cared one time, and then this proves again about me being younger and not quite being in that role yet, but asked me not to pierce my septum and I did it anyways.
Mhm.
And I had it up until a few years ago when I don't remember what it was, probably God, to be honest, laid it on my heart to just take it out. I had
Mhm.
been thinking about it and I was like, I think I want to take my septum out. I just don't know. Like whoa, slow down. I enjoyed the way that it looked, but something just kept telling me to take it out. And then I got really sick and it kept like getting infected because I just
Mm.
had mucus. Like I was just so sick. And so I ended up taking it out and I haven't ever thought about getting it re-pierced ever.
The only thing Coda has ever said that he doesn't like or like a preference with that kind of stuff is he was not a fan of my bangs, like the straight across bangs or super short hair. And
Mhm.
honestly, he's valid. He's valid in those, if we're being honest. So
Joshua's never told me no to those things because he's like,
he's
"It's your
never told
body."
me no. He
Yeah.
just was when I did it, he was like, "Mm." So that would be an example, I guess, of a time where people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're just okay with him saying your haircut's not cute or whatever?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I kind of am, to be honest." I mean, it was my haircut. I liked it. It didn't bother me that he wasn't fond of it, but
Mhm.
I think it is important to kind of cater your appearance to your partner's preferences to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, yeah, for
But I
sure.
still do whatever the heck I want with my
Right.
hair.
That's the thing
But
is
I
you do.
know. But yeah, like I fully have the freedom to do whatever the heck I want, and he's not
Mhm.
gonna. It's not like he's picking on me or is like, "Oh my God, your haircut's so ugly" or whatever. It's more
Yeah.
like "I just like it better this way," or
Mhm. Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's okay for your partner to say, and you don't have to agree on it, but I don't think it's bad for you to know that they have a preference or to I mean, you can know they have a preference and choose otherwise, but there's just something to me about if you know what your partner likes for you to look like
Mhm.
and you just, I don't know, you cater to that. And then like when they're looking at you, that they're looking at something they like.
I get what you're talking about because I feel like I've never really thought about that until just now. Like I've always just done whatever I wanted to my hair, and
This has been pretty
I
recent.
truly don't think that Joshua truly has like I don't think he has a real big preference um at all when it comes to hair and appearances. The only thing he tells me is not to wear too much makeup, which I don't anyways.
Mhm.
So, like, if I do put on some makeup, he'll be like, "Why are you putting on makeup like that?" 'Cause just 'cause he doesn't prefer it,
Mhm.
which is fine. But I can say wanting to cater your looks to your husband, I can fully say if he decided just to go to the barbershop and shave all of his head off or shave his
Yeah.
hair off, I'd be like,
Mhm.
so I kinda get it, like,
Yeah.
why you would wanna cater, 'cause you like, some men have beards, and when
Mhm.
they shave them, 'em, you're mad,
Yeah.
but
But
then
if the husband was to say, "I
mhm,
don't like it when you cut your hair short," that's a
yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Why?
mhm, yeah,
Why?
I
And
agree
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
I love it when Coda tells me that my clothes are cute or that he likes a certain outfit or he helps me pick out an outfit or something. I love that. I
Joshua
think
would
it's
never.
so, oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite things. Usually when I'll do a shopping haul. Oh my gosh, do you not do shopping hauls when you buy new
No,
clothes?
I don't buy new clothes.
Well, I rarely do, but I am like a little girl, okay? Whenever I buy new clothes, I did it when I was a little girl with my mom. We would go out and we would buy new clothes, and then I would
Mhm.
come home and I would try everything on, and I would have like a little fashion show, and I
Oh,
would ask their opinions.
mhm.
And I make the whole family do that now. I, well, I don't make them, but I come home and I try on my new clothes, and I'm like, "What you think? What you think?" And he'll give me like his honest review. But I love it when I've picked out something. He's like, "Oh my gosh, like yeah, I love that one," or
Yeah,
"You look so good in that one."
yeah.
I'm like, "Ugh,
I do not do that. I'll show him what I got, but I also don't buy new clothes that often. If I do, they're mostly t-shirt. Like okay, I just bought some new clothes at Target,
mhm, go
and
have a fashion show."
I truly don't think he's even seen them.
Well, you need to start performing and having fashion shows.
I will not be doing that. But
So then the ones that he likes the most, the next time I go shopping, like I know what he likes,
mhm.
and obviously I like it because I bought it and I brought it home. But I can kind of get more of that kind of style or something like that. This has gone, I mean, we're on topic,
Yeah, we kind of veered off a little
but
bit.
we veered off just a little
We've been
bit.
on our
So,
little rant,
yes, per usual. I mean, don't come over if you don't want to rant or two.
honestly.
Okay. Do we want to go over the characteristics next of a traditional wife?
I do.
Okay. So, the characteristics of a traditional wife says focus on domestic. Oh, I can't say that word. Whoops. Focus on. I should have went to speech as a kid.
Spell it.
It's domesticity. I can't say that.
Well, I can't see that, girl.
Oh no.
Domesticity.
I can't say that. You
Domestic.
can't say it either.
Domesticity. Dom wait, wait, hold on. This is
Oh, this is gonna
embarrassing. I'm a
bother
whole
you.
teacher. Yes, it is. Domesticity.
Okay,
That's what
well
it is.
you just say that then.
The first characteristic is they focused on domesticity. But let's let's really break that down and what is
Okay,
that?
I have a
It's the
little bit.
domestic
Okay.
roles. It's the
So it tells you a
being
little bit more.
domesticated.
I'm not feral. I'm a feral domestic wife.
Yeah, it's your home and
Um,
family life. So
so
instead of focusing on your career going super hard, you focus on your family, which I kind of
y-
honestly can't relate to that at this point. I can and I can't.
well, your job also was a decision that helped you continue being closer to James, which
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel like
yeah. True.
correlates there. But this says traditional wives concentrate on managing the household and caring for their family, which is
Mhm.
you were spot on with that. So the next one is traditional gender roles, which we kind of talked about, but it says the movement advocates for a patriarch. Oh my goodness.
Patriarchal.
Patriarch. Yeah.
Mhm.
Social order where the man works and the woman stays home.
Mhm.
Okay, I agree. I mean, I agree with that. I do think we're supposed to be at home caring for our families and doing that
Mhm.
kind of thing. I don't think it's for everybody. I mean, I don't think every woman enjoys it, and I think that's okay.
Mhm.
I don't think that it's a bad thing if it's not for you. But I do. I do think you should dig deeper into why you don't enjoy it
Mhm.
because it kind of took me learning a lot and being in it for a while before I could enjoy it.
Mhm.
And I think a lot
Mhm.
more people would enjoy it if, our economy's not set up to where a lot of people can comfortably stay home with their
No.
children. And that's a big stress. I mean, if you're it is hard to stay home if you're strapped for money
Mhm.
and you have that, well, if I was working kind of thing.
Mhm.
So I do think there's a lot of key factors that play into why somebody wouldn't enjoy staying home and doing that caretaking role. But I think a lot of it is external. Does that make any sense?
No, explain.
Like, I think a lot of women truly do want to be home, but they kind
Mhm.
of suppress it or they ignore it or try to tell themselves that they don't want to be at home
Mhm.
because of the external factors of maybe they would be tighter on money and they have a lifestyle that they would want bigger, more costly things.
Mhm.
And that's not something they really want to give up to have that at home life,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. Or maybe you just genuinely don't enjoy staying home
Yeah.
and you feel like if you have to stay at home, you're going to have to be at home constantly, or even the learning to be around your children 24/7.
That's what I was gonna say is I think
That's
that
some
being around
internal work.
children. Mhm.
Mhm.
I think that
Like
children are exhausting.
mhm.
Being around children all day is
Oh, yeah.
exhausting, especially if it's your own child, which is
Oh, yeah.
crazy because you would think it would say even if it's your own child, but no, like especially if it's your own child.
Yeah.
At least for me, like my child stresses me out way more than all 14 of my students do.
Well, it's
And
because
that
we
sounds ugly, but have such high expectations
mhm.
for him, and then when he doesn't meet those, which is kinda not fair for him, or me, to be honest, but when he doesn't meet them, I get frustrated, and I have high expectations for my students, but I have higher for my son.
Yeah, and I think that's normal. I would say the same. Like, I have high expectations of my children, but I'm gonna be a lot chiller with the other kids because 'cause they're not mine. A big thing for the traditional gender roles for me is cleaning. I don't really
Mhm,
do yard work, and I
mm.
try my best to not take out the trash. That's really it. I don't want to do any of that. I will say one way that we do not really practice the traditional gender roles is that he cooks way more than I do. Like he cooks,
Mhm,
well, I won't say he cooks way more than I do because I typically do breakfast and lunch,
mhm,
but he cooks way more dinners than I do. Typically, he's cooking dinner
yeah,
and he enjoys it. So we're happy with that.
mhm,
But I think that just comes to show that you can be a traditional wife and also it be what works for y'all.
yeah, I was gonna say, Joshua does help me with the laundry.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I mean, I
To
do
be
take out the
honest, I
trash
hate it
when
so
I
much,
have
I think
to,
he should
but
just do it in general. No, but I'm not touching the yard, so
I
yeah.
I will when I want to, or if there's something I'm wanting to do
That you
kind of
wanna do.
thing.
Yeah, same. Mhm.
But I don't know how to mow the yard. I don't know how to start the mower.
No.
I don't know how to drive the mower. I'm not interested in learning how, to be completely honest with you.
I know how to do
Um,
it, I just don't want to. Put your
no, thank
headphones on,
you.
and it's just you and your headphones and whatever you're listening to and blah, 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 and I'm like, "Yeah, I can get that while I'm cleaning." I mean, James is in.
Hmm. Or okay, since we're going over just a brief overview of these things tonight, the only other topic I kind of wanted to talk about with gender roles is finances. Um, ultimately, like in our household, he has the financial decisions, and I mean, I feel like since he brings home the money, he should, but also I don't want to have to deal with anything money at all. Ever. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how to pay our bills. I couldn't tell you how much they are. I don't know, and I don't want to know.
Here's my counter, because I
I'm
feel
going
like
to
we've
need
talked.
him to write it all down in a journal in case, for God forbid, something bad happened to him, um, so that I could get into it. But yeah, I don't want to know. And I typically never have any money unless he sends it to me. Oh,
Okay.
I think
Here's my
people think that is crazy though. Um,
they do.
yeah, for sure.
They
But
do.
my thing is like, I don't know. I don't really need it.
Here's
We
my
don't have
thing
joint
though.
bank accounts.
Let me counter.
Okay.
What if, God forbid, anything were to happen, either naturally
Or he
or
cheats on me.
right,
Just say
and
it.
just decides
Just say
I
it. Don't
didn't mean like
worry.
or just he just decides to leave you because it just happens, like,
No, it does.
no matter
No.
how good
Yeah.
of a man you have, it just
I'm gonna
it
say
does, it
I'm
just
gonna stand on it ain't gonna happen, but don't worry, my intrusive thoughts do push that sometimes. And
right.
pretty
We're
much
not saying it's because
I
Dakota is a good man,
right. Oh yeah.
but we all
I
think
love
that we
it.
have good men, and then
Listen.
sometimes they just shock you. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and yeah.
I'm
And
not
I
saying
would
that's gonna happen
expect
though.
right. I love it. I love when you say and he's a good man. I
He
love the
is
way
a
you
good
say that.
man.
You, but the way you say that, like you'll say it about Joshua's too,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just I don't know. Say it one more time.
He's a
Oh,
good man. What is it? No,
but
there's a movie that's oh my gosh, brain.
oh my goodness.
That's from something.
I love it. I think it is hilarious. But
Like the
no,
words
he
and stuff.
really is.
Anyways,
He's a
yeah.
good man, and truly, I do not believe that would ever happen. And I could not be
Mhm.
as comfortable as I am if I wasn't as confident as I am that that would not happen. You know what I'm saying? But I am aware enough that does happen every day.
Right.
So basically, I just feel like I have a big enough support system that if anything
Mhm.
ever did happen,
Yep.
that me and the kids would be okay. Like we
Oh,
would
for
figure it
sure.
out.
Yeah.
And I also know that he is never ever going to make it to where those kids go without,
Mhm.
or he would never. So we would figure it out. Of course, it would be hard, and I don't know what I would do. Um, I would definitely lose my mind for a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
You're gonna have to just send me to assisted send me to assisted living. Oh, you're
Assisted
gonna have
living.
to,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
all you
I
sisters are
don't
just
think
gonna have
that's
to
what
come
they call that,
together.
honey.
Yeah,
I
well,
think they
y'all are gonna
call
have
that
to
the
make a
psych ward.
DIY, yeah, DIY psych ward for Mama Lex,
Yeah.
cause I'm gonna need it. But
Yeah.
no, that's pretty much how I feel about it. I'm confident enough in the man that he is and in the strength of our relationship that I'm not worried about it. And it is
Mhm.
a very rare thought that I think
Mhm.
about, but I'm also confident enough in the support system that we have. Even his family. I think if something ever happened between me and him, his family would support me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like they would
you
be
feel
the.
confident and not like just
Mhm.
acts like,
They
unfortunate
helped
things
raise me, to be
unfortunate
honest.
things happen all the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not just him leaving, but just,
Oh yeah.
you
No,
know,
and I mean where
illness
he
and blah blah
works.
blah. But
Yeah, illness where he works is not the safest place, and that's always been something in the back of
mhm,
my mind. So yeah, that is an area in my intrusive thoughts I try not to go very often. But I think that it is important for you as a best friend or you listeners as a best friend, if you have a friend in this kind of situation, it's important to bring awareness to that and make sure they are aware
yeah.
because there are people that just blindly go about life and then those things do happen and they
Mhm.
genuinely don't know what to do or don't have
Right.
anywhere to go or
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
And I
that
would hate
series.
to see you in that.
Oh
I
yeah.
would I would never let, I'd never let you go without
I mean,
either, as much as I
oh,
could. Like, I don't have a lot of money to spare, but
right.
but I
You,
would never
you
let
let me
you go
crash on
without.
your couch for a minute.
I sure would, but I would just hate to see you in that situation of, "Oh my god, I don't know what to do," because I have been so, dependent, for lack of better words.
Oh yeah. No, I mean that is the word for it because
Mhm,
I am very dependent on him.
mhm, and
Um,
I do love how dependent you can be on him and just trust fully that he's never, like, gonna let y'all fail.
yeah. He never has. So,
Yep, exactly.
which I told you the other day, I want to have an episode talking about trust in general because
Mhm,
it was just really on my mind the other day, and I think it would be a really good conversation to have.
yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about with that one, or do you want me to move forward?
I don't think so. I think that's all I had.
Okay. The next one is rejection of hustle culture. So many traditional wives see their lifestyles as an alternative to the pressure for women to be career focused.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna just say right now, I hated working. Okay, I loved. Let me put it. Let me tell you, I love to work. I
Mhm.
love to be productive. I love to have projects. I love to create. I love to do things. I
Mhm.
did not enjoy going to work and
Mhm.
punching a time clock and
Mhm.
getting a paycheck that did not feel worthy of my time in the
Yeah.
slightest.
Yeah.
With
That's fair.
people that were not nice.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say with people that you probably don't even like.
so
That's
there's
fair.
that. And I know there are women that love their jobs, and I think that's fantastic. Like
Mhm.
you love your job.
I sure
That's
do.
wonderful.
Mhm.
But for me, I have never enjoyed. I like my time. I think my time is very valuable,
Mhm.
and I want to do what I want with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something with it. I'm not just gonna sit around.
Mhm.
But no.
Here's no. I do. I love my job so much. But the way that I look at it is like you said earlier, my job put me still being with James. Like God still has us together so much that my grade that I teach is not supposed to be in the building that it's in this year,
Mhm.
but it is, and that helped me move to the same building that James is in again for the 3rd
Oh
year in
yeah.
a row, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I also feel teaching is just God's work, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Oh, 1000%.
Like,
And
we're responsible for these little tiny humans. Like, people entrust us with them every day to protect them and to guide them and to teach them and to help them grow, and I
it is
think that
such
that
a
is a worthy, worthy job.
yeah, it is such a major role that I'm terrified to give it to anybody.
Yeah,
Like
fair.
I would give it to you, but that's just not realistic right now.
Right,
But
unfortunately.
yeah, like I'm terrified of giving such a huge role to somebody else for my children
That's
at such
fair.
a young age.
Mhm,
I would feel more comfortable sending my children to school, maybe in middle school, once they have had those early years and set foundation and they are
mhm,
to a even just body size where they could defend themselves, at least have a fighting chance, you know?
mhm.
But I'm so uncomfortable with sending my little babies with zero fighting chance to school.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
that's a whole other topic. The next one is nostalgia for the past. The lifestyle often evokes nostalgia for post-war era, particularly the 1950s, when the nuclear family structure with a female homemaker was more dominant. I didn't know this was a thing, to be
Oh my
honest.
god,
I didn't
I
realize.
like, crave an older life so much. So I always have,
I mean,
always.
obviously me too, but I don't know. I didn't picture the like 1950s post-war like that. What that
Mhm,
picture is like of the vintage signs with the 1950s housewife
yeah,
dresses, and
mhm,
that's what I'm picturing when I see that.
yeah,
But what you're talking about, I do picture.
mhm,
Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've always just gravitated towards, like, a older like, I've always been like, I was born in the wrong time, you know? However, people talk so negatively about the trad wife, quote unquote, trend. I hate that it's a trend. I hate that it's like not something that's the norm anymore. I feel like it
Well,
is, but I feel like in mainstream society and media, it's not. You know what I mean? Like they
mhm.
look down on it and they laugh at it and they think it's so oppressive. Um,
That and also like to me, it's not a trend. Like it is
It's
a
not, like,
lifestyle. Like it's
it is
how
the
you
way God
live.
made yeah,
It's not something that's just like, oh, it's just in right now, but in 20 years I won't be like so I'll be doing some other trend. No,
no,
if you're going to be a traditional wife, like
mhm,
those are core value beliefs that you're
yeah,
going to carry throughout your life, not just a trend that's going to
mhm,
be here for a year or two, you know?
right,
And how damaging I feel like that would be to a marriage if
mhm,
you're only doing it because it's a trend right now, and then all of a sudden the next big trend is the complete opposite, and you're throwing
yeah,
your partner for a complete loop.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's wild to me.
yeah. Um, yeah. I am getting so frustrated because my brain keeps
It's okay. I'm gonna say this other one
shutting
real quick
down.
because it ties into this one, and I
Okay,
think it may help you.
thank you.
Um, but the next one says social media presence. Traditional wives actively document and share their experiences online, influencing others with their values and lifestyle choices.
Seeing people post their things on social media make me feel a little less crazy. I've always
Hmm.
I thought that I was a little crazy wanting to do things the older way and more traditionally, which not really because my our families are pretty traditional. Um,
Mine
in
are not.
in the marriages that they are like, but all, yeah, but all of our parents are divorced. Well, except for my birth father, and my stepmom. They're not divorced, but all of our other parents are divorced. Joshua's parents are divorced. My parents are divorced. Um, but still in the relationships that they have now, they have those traditional roles. So that's just kind of what I've always been around was the traditional gender roles. My dad did the yard work and he worked, and my mom, she worked for a little bit and then she stayed home and then she did decide to go to school and get a job. Now they're divorced. So no, so do with that what you will.
So, I'm the complete opposite. My family is not. My grandma and my grandpa, I do believe, were very traditional, but they were the toxic traditional relationship where the man goes off to work, eats while he's gone, comes back, sends money back home for her to take care of the kids in the house kind of thing, and sends her shopping. I mean, she had a very nice allowance and she bought a lot of nice things,
That sounds very
but
1950s, like
it
the way that they portray
and
1950s now. Yeah.
yeah, and me and her had a conversation not too long ago because she was telling me this story, and she was like, I really shouldn't even be telling you this about your grandpa because it's not very nice. But she was telling me a
Oh,
story
but
about
you
how
should.
she was telling me a story about how she had caught him cheating one time, and
Mhm.
it was funny. And she finished it up with, but that was just how it was back then. That's just all the men did it, and blah blah blah. And I was like, well.
Well,
But that doesn't make it any less hurtful, for one. Like,
correct.
even if all of the men were doing that back then, it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that it didn't hurt you or
Mhm. It
form
doesn't make it okay,
yeah, it definitely still left an impression on you regardless.
for sure.
So I don't know, me and her kind of had that conversation not too long ago. But my mom, I've never seen my mom in a traditional relationship. Even the one she's in now, like she definitely takes into consideration what he says way more, and I think she genuinely cares and loves him more than
Mhm.
she has any other person she's been with. But she's still very much, I think, just reluctant to allow somebody else to lead because she's been let down so many times.
Yeah.
And I can't blame her for it. But
Yep.
the only, I'd say, traditional kind of relationship that I seen was Mama and Papa.
Yep.
But I, if you didn't pick up on this, I don't know how. Um, my mom definitely was wearing the pants in that relationship. Okay. Um, and my papa is a good man.
He is a good man.
He is. I love that man. I really do. But that would have been the only really relationship that I seen. Like, I genuinely feel like they had a happy marriage or they have a happy marriage. I don't know whether they
Definitely.
do or not, to
Mhm.
be completely honest. But when I was growing up as a kid, I was like, I want that. I
Yeah.
want to be like my mom, papa.
Mhm.
Even from like 10 years old, I was always, I want to have a marriage like theirs. I want to have kids, and that's all I knew. I
Yes.
didn't know what I wanted to
Exactly.
be. I never knew what career I wanted, but
Yep.
I knew I wanted to have a marriage like theirs, and
Yeah.
I wanted
That's funny.
to
I thought the same
have
thing.
kids. And I remember like even my first little boyfriends that I had at like, I don't know, like the middle school little
Yeah.
boyfriends they had,
Mhm.
like even those I remember being like wanting it to last forever. I never wanted to have a bunch of boyfriends or anything
Yeah.
like that. I never wanted to date a whole lot. And I didn't. I had, like
No,
one or
you
two of
didn't. Yeah.
those little crushes, but Coda was my only real
Yeah.
relationship. Okay. This says motivations and perspectives. So fulfillment. Some women find personal fulfillment in homemaking and caring for their families.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would have to I
I'm just
feel,
not about hustling for a career for somebody else who,
ooh,
as soon as I die, is gonna replace me in 2 business days
yep,
and not even attend my funeral. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes,
Like,
ma'am.
that is crazy to me. That's
I,
crazy work. I would much rather work for my family
mhm,
and know that I'm not perfect at it and my house is not always pristine and I'm not always a nice, happy mom or wife. But every morning I get up, oh, I'm gonna cry. Every morning I get up and I hustle hard for my family as hard as I can that day. It's not always 100%. Well, it is always 100%, but you know what I mean? Like
mhm.
your 100% kind of moves every day.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I told Coda, me and him were having a conversation earlier today, I think, about how like my life is completely devoted to them.
yeah.
Like I don't, that is it. Like they are,
Mhm. They're
and
my whole life.
and I could have, I've never been more satisfied.
Yeah,
Like I said, none of the jobs I ever had paid very much, but no amount of money would have given me this satisfaction.
right.
And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Like I said,
Yeah.
this is always what I wanted to do, even though I didn't really realize that. Um, let's see.
And I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's okay if you don't want that for your life. Like if you want to hustle and have a career outside of your family, I love that for you.
Oh yeah,
But it's just so
there's,
like taking care of your family is just so it's just so like natural.
mhm. And I don't think it's bad. I think you can find a happy balance. I think if you want to work, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
Maybe just do them part time so that you do have that balance of getting to stay home with your kids and your family,
Yeah.
but you're also still being able to satisfy the desire of the hustle that you want to be in.
Right.
Okay, this is like a really good one, but it says economic possibilities. The lifestyle choices were more economically viable in the past, allowing women to remain home with the economic necessities of working outside the home.
You talking about back in the day?
Mhm.
Well, I feel like number one, back in the day, things weren't as accessible.
I took that
Like,
two
things that you
ways.
spend money on weren't as accessible. So, like, going out to eat all the time, fast food on every corner, Amazon Prime straight to your door, Walmart.com, Target, like, all of the internet, all of these things were not easily accessible and just not important back then.
Mhm. I took that two ways, and whereas our economy, it is harder to be a stay-at-home mom, and back then the economy was better and you could live comfortably on one income,
Mhm,
or how they would make their own laundry detergent and
mhm,
be more cost efficient about that kind of stuff, like making your own bread and
mhm,
how you were saying cooking at home, making what you can versus buying or
mhm,
thrifting. Those were the two ways that I took that. And I don't know, my thing with the buying stuff is mm, I don't want to spend unnecessary money. I have buyer's
mhm.
guilt about everything. But I'm like, if I can make it, why wouldn't I? You know?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
if I can buy it already used, why wouldn't I? Because we don't need more stuff. This world does not need more stuff.
true.
It's gonna fill up one day.
Yeah, I hope it's not in my lifetime. I'll be
Yeah,
so
me
sad.
too.
James gets so upset about littering and the
Oh my
excess at
goodness.
the store. Like, I had him go in one day in Hobby Lobby just by one little like, I didn't even mean to say it to scare him. We were in Hobby Lobby, it was this summer, and, I mean, we walked in and it was right before the 4th of July, and there was just 4th of July stuff just packed. It felt like floor to ceiling all the way across, and I'm like, "That's just 4th of July, which 4th of July, like, I love celebrating 4th of July, but I also don't decorate for 4th of July, and these were all, like, 4th of July, like, little knick-knack wooden decorations and just I mean, just cheaply made things that you know all of that stuff is not gonna get bought, and where
Mhm.
is it gonna go? And then I that's what I said, I was like, "It's so sad to think of where this stuff is gonna go when it's not all bought," and James is like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, it's gonna go to a landfill, and then that's gonna end up getting, like, it could go into the ocean," and he's like, "Where the animals are? Where the sea animal," and he was distraught, he was like, "This is insane."
This is outrageous.
And he was just like he was enraged. He was like, "Why would they do that? Why would they hurt the sea turtles? Why would they do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, no.
But
Oh, I'm
honestly
so sorry." But yeah, why? Why? Why would
yeah,
they?
mhm,
They make
yeah,
all of this, like, mass-produced stuff.
and we're such a greed-filled
We
world that
oh, we
we would
eat it
rather throw
up.
it in the landfill. We eat it up, but
Yes.
we'd rather throw it in a landfill than to donate it or just
Yes.
at least try to make some use out of it.
Yeah.
The next one is empowerment for some, rejecting career-driven ambition and embracing dem I'm not saying that word. Embracing being domestic is
Mhm.
seen as a form of reclaiming their power and defining their own version of empowerment. I've never really thought about it as being empowering, to be honest, but I do really like that I have a lot of skills, like the homemaking and the house
Mhm.
cleaning, and it
Yeah.
does give you a wide variety of skills that
Mhm.
you can be like, I did that. Yeah, I did
If
that.
yeah. Yeah, like, if you're working at it like you do.
Like I feel like nobody wants to make their own stuff or
Mhm.
create anymore. They just want to buy it already done. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it is so fulfilling when
Yeah.
you do something like it's an achievement.
It is, yeah.
And it's not achieving to get an Amazon box. It's just not.
No.
It's exciting. It's not
Exciting.
achieving.
That excitement's gone in 30 seconds.
hmm
Mhm.
But you appreciate stuff so much more?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think it's like I said, empowering, and I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah.
Okay, it says criticisms and challenges. So economic reality, which is pretty much what we kind of talked about, was that back in the 1950s it was common and you could live comfortably on one income, and now that is just, I mean, you can barely live off of two incomes
Mhm.
comfortably.
But
You should have.
again, are you living outside your means? Like, I know things are
Okay,
very
thank you.
expensive. I
hmm
know things are very,
They
very,
are,
very expensive now.
but we
However,
don't need
we're
half
in
of the
a
crap we think we
society
do.
yeah, we're in a society of keeping up blah, 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 keeping up with the Joneses and wanting this new thing and this new thing and this new Stanley Cup and um these new shoes and well, I already have 50 pairs of shoes, but well, I need this pair to go with this outfit and you know, we don't
Yeah, like, do you really?
yeah. And we're guilty of it too.
I think it just goes to you have to decide what's really important to you.
Mhm.
Is it really important to you to have all the materialistic things? And if
Mhm.
so, that's okay. It's okay to say that I want the nice materialistic things in life.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you kind of can't have both
Yeah.
if we're being honest. Like you're gonna have to devote way more time to making that money to
Mhm.
acquire the materialistic things
Yeah.
than you can spend at home with
Mhm.
your family.
Yeah.
And it's not meaning that you're going to be a bad mom or a bad dad or whatever because you are putting those materialistic things first. That doesn't mean that. But it's going to look different. I think a lot of people that desire the nicest materialistic things a lot of times have the gift giving love language. And
Yeah.
that's great. But all the time, sometimes your kids don't have that same love language. And I feel
No.
like most of the time they don't have the same love language as you. But
And even if they do, it's not even you not just you. Society has made the expensive stuff
mhm,
what they you know what I mean? Like, they're not born
no.
wanting a new gaming system every year and a half,
Oh my goodness.
you know?
So
If their love language is gift giving as a kid, they're gonna just love if you give them a piece of paper or a box
mhm,
or
yeah,
anything, like, gifting them anything will make them happy, but society and then just kinda, like, spoiling in general You
Hang on
make
one second. I have the perfect example of what you were just talking about. So we did meet with the contractor Monday at the new house to just
yeah.
kind of go over that.
Uh-huh.
And Jensen got to walk through the house,
Mhm.
and I asked her what she thought about it, and she was like, "I think it's beautiful."
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, this house is very much 1975, and I love it.
Yeah.
But like it is not a modern sheetrock, just your classic cookie cutter
Sleep.
home
Yeah.
that most people live in these days. And I just thought it was so cute how even it's kind of ugly in some
Yeah.
areas, all right? But she thought it was the best thing ever. Like she thought it was
Yeah.
so cute and she was
Mhm.
excited. Like they don't come out needing the nicest of the nice.
No.
That is
Mm-mm.
very much taught.
You make them
And
that way, yeah.
mhm.
That's
And I
so
think it
good.
is our duty as parents to even if your desire is the materialistic things and the nicer things in life, if your child desires you to be home, it is
Mhm.
your job as a parent to do that.
Mhm.
Because I'm sorry, but when you decided to be a parent, you signed up to raise them, love them, and care for them, and you can't just buy their love. It don't work
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
If your kid is craving quality time, it don't matter how many toys or how many vacations you
Mhm.
go on. I don't know, vacations you do get quality time,
Yeah.
but it don't matter how many toys you buy them or how nice of the clothes you buy them or the nicest house you have. None of that's gonna matter when they're
No.
20 and they're like, God, I just wanted my mom to sit down and watch a movie with me, or I
Mhm.
just wanted them to come to a baseball game, or
Oh.
that kind of thing. The kids are going to be out of the house, at some point, and then if you want to get back to your hustle culture and
Mhm.
have the finer things in life, that's great. Or even when they are teenagers and they don't care as much about hanging out with mom. But when they're little, I'm
Mhm.
like, you only get that one time, and then
Yeah.
it's gone, and it goes so quick. Like
Oh.
while they're little, it is your job to cater to the way to their love language and their needs in life.
Dang it. You put me
Well,
back on track to not wanting another baby.
daggum.
I know. I know. I know.
I'll
Just
take it
because
back.
I know, just because I have always been that I wanna be a stay-at-home mom,
Mhm,
but now I have this job and I love this job and
mhm.
I'm continuing my education for this job and don't wanna stop that now, but I also really want another baby, but I also don't want somebody else to raise my baby. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I think that's a you've got to decide which one you want more kind of thing. But whatever decision you come to ultimately, I just want you to be at peace with it.
Yeah.
I want you to one day have peace with whether y'all do have another kid or y'all don't. I
Mhm.
think that you need to not find out the answer to whether you want another kid or you don't want another kid. Just start
Oh, I
looking for
assure you I do.
for the peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I know you do.
Yeah.
I want you to have another one, but I want you to have peace with it because you don't deserve to go to your whole life being being in conflict with that internally.
Mhm. Yeah.
You do deserve peace with that, and I don't know how you get it or how long it's going to take, but
Oh, Lord.
you do need to be told that you deserve to be at peace
Thanks.
and wherever it goes. Moving forward, because she's going to cry.
Yep. Move along.
The next criticism or challenge would be misrepresentation of tradition. So some historians argue that the tradwife view misrepresents historical family structures, which were not always as idolized as portrayed.
Going back to how husbands used to be out of the house and not doing what they're supposed to be doing
hmm
while the wife is at
The
home.
yeah, they liter
Have you
the
Oh my gosh, I should have found it.
the view of they only have to bring in money. They don't have to contribute emotionally or in any other area. That is a very poorly representation of what a traditional marriage looks like.
Right. I
Because
don't know why this just hit me. Sorry, go ahead.
my husband,
Mm,
he's just as hardworking and present as he is at work as he is at home. We're not getting we're not getting the short
leftovers.
end of the stick. Yeah, even when he's worked those 30-hour shifts and is tired, and you can see it. I mean, I can see it on him.
Mhm.
He still will come home and play with the kids, or he still will come home and help with baths and bedtime. Like, he's not a, he's most certainly not a, I go to work and that's it.
Mhm.
Now, what you looking for over there?
So I'm looking for I've seen it before. I don't know why it just hit me. It's a list. Oh, The Good Wife's Guide.
Oh,
And it
what is that?
tells you he how you're supposed to be taking care of your man, but some of the things are, like, outrageous.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's like okay. It's like of that time. It's of the
Yes.
1950s.
And I know y'all cannot wait to hear us talk about the 1950s Good Wife's House list. But surprise, this is a two-parter. I have decided that this month's crash out is going to be a spontaneous trip. So me and the kids are about to head out, and you guys are now getting a even better lineup of this week's episode, What Makes a Traditional Wife. On Tuesday, make sure you tune back in to hear us go over the insanity, but also probably not what you would expect. 1950s Good Wife's House List. Following up on Thursday will be surprise, surprise. I was able to get Coda on and we talk about traditional husbands. So, super exciting lineup. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe to bring it to your sister so that you don't miss out on any of these amazing episodes coming your way. And go over to Facebook. Make sure you're friends with us on there so that you can stay up to date. And over on Instagram, we have our little reference page where you can check out pictures and further information on the podcast episodes. We love y'all. This is your sign. If you're wanting to take a fall spontaneous trip, do it. Okay, just do it. Do it. We love y'all, and we'll talk to you on Thursday. Bye.
Sisters, one more thing. Don't forget, you're not alone, you're not too much, and you can always bring it to your sister.